On today's show, we have the latest updates on LeBron James, Marcus Smart, and Jake LaRavia. This is a loaded episode of the Lakers Report by Chat Sports, so stay tuned. But before, I want to ask you guys and get you guys involved in the show. That's our goal here on the Lakers Report, is to be the most interactive Lakers channel right here on YouTube. So get us started. How long have you been a fan of the Los Angeles Lakers? Were you a fan back in the Magic days? Was it Kobe that got you into the Los Angeles Lakers? Let me know down in the comment section when you became a fan of the purple and gold. Welcome into the Lakers Report by Chat Sports. Jeffrey Cooperstein here with you guys. Hope everyone is enjoying their week so far. The Lakers are well into their preseason campaign, and the season is right around the corner. I can't believe we're already here in October, just a couple of weeks away from NBA basketball being played. The news we have on LeBron James is he is not retiring yet. LeBron teased that second decision video, which of course he had to because LeBron has to have all the attention possible on him. But the second decision was not a basketball decision. It was just an advertisement and no free ad. So we're not even going to tell you who the advertisement was for. But as of right now, LeBron James has not announced his retirement, has not announced this is his last season. And that's not to say it couldn't be his last year, because it is entirely possible that this is the final season that LeBron could be playing basketball and he might want to retire a Los Angeles Laker. In fact, I think he does want to retire a Los Angeles Laker. I really don't think he wants to play for another franchise. He sees himself as a Laker. I think it's a Laker and a Cav, and he even admitted himself, like when he went to the Miami Heat, that was his college experience that he never got. Came home to Cleveland, and then he's going to finish his career in LA, and it's pretty crazy. I believe this is I want to say this is year 8 in Los Angeles for LeBron, which is longer than any one stint he had with the Cleveland Cavaliers. He obviously played, I think it was 11 total years. He played 7 years to start his career, and then 4 years the second stint in Cleveland. So LeBron has been with the Lakers quite a long time. I think it was the summer of 2018, and here we sit in the fall of 2025 that LeBron is starting year 8 and year 23 in the NBA. The second greatest player of all time. Congrats to LeBron James. But what I will say is this about LeBron. If he's going to retire, he will tell us. You will not have a LeBron plays the season, oh, by the way, I'm retiring. He will want that retirement tour. He will have that retirement tour. And to be fair, he absolutely deserves it. I mean, like I said, we're talking about, I think, the second greatest player of all time. And if you say he's the GOAT, I won't argue with you because of what I've seen. I never got to really see Michael Jordan play. He was basically on the Wizards when my sports consciousness started. So I never really got to see the greatness that was MJ. This is the greatest player that I have ever seen. I mean, he's still doing it at age 40. He's still putting up incredible numbers. The last 4 seasons, 30 points, 28 points, 25 points. And you can see a little bit of a steady decline, but he's still a very, very good player in the NBA. Last year, he shot 37% from 3, also over 8 assists a game. He's still averaging about 8 boards a game as well. We're talking about a guy who I think can still win a championship as a number 2. And that's exactly what he is on this team. Now that Luka Doncic is here and has established himself as the franchise player and the guy that is going to basically run the team and things are going to run through, LeBron is the best Robin you could possibly ever have. And LeBron has never been a selfish basketball player. In fact, he's kind of been too unselfish at some points in his career where he looks to pass first and he looks to run within the flow of the offense and get his guys open looks. And this Lakers team is going to have so many opportunities to get open looks, whether it's Austin Reeves out on the perimeter, whether it's Rui Hachimura, whether it's DeAndre Ayton in the pick and roll. Like, the Lakers are going to be able to kill you in so many different ways on the offensive end of the basketball court. And I still think LeBron is a big part of that and is playing at a pretty high level. And it's just a matter of whether or not he still wants to play. He's still in peak condition and in peak shape. Like, I do think he can absolutely play 4 more years if he wanted to. I'm just not sure he really wants to do that. And he has dealt with more and more injuries over the last few seasons. Like, I know he's had some back issues. He's had some ankle issues. So we'll see what happens there. And speaking of that, like, opening night is actually still in question for LeBron. It sounds like he's doing everything he can to be ready for opening night for the Lakers, but he's not going to play in this preseason. I think it's pretty safe to say he's already missed the first couple of games, and I don't think you're going to see him in the preseason here. Shams had an update on LeBron and his injury status, and here's exactly what he said. He started to ramp up. He's doing a little bit on the court, but the expectation is he's likely going to be out for the preseason with the goal to be ready for opening night. So I don't think you're going to see him against the Mavericks in Vegas in a week or so. I don't think you're going to see him in any of these preseason games that the Lakers have planned, and that's completely okay. You don't need LeBron James in year 23 playing in preseason. Let's save that for the likes of Adou Thiero and the other two-way guys like Christian Coloco and Gabe Vincent and all of that stuff. Like, save it for the reserves, for the bench guys who may not get as many minutes during the regular season. And if LeBron isn't 100%, there is zero reason to force him playing in the preseason. And I know people go pay money to go to these Lakers games, to go see LeBron, to go see Luka. You don't want these guys getting hurt in preseason, so you can't come out of the gates flying for the regular season. That is the most important thing for the Lakers this season, is to get out to a very good start. This Western Conference is going to be an absolute gauntlet. Like, of the 15 teams in the West, you probably have 13 that have a chance to make the playoffs. Like, there is really not an off night in the West. So the Lakers need to come out firing. They need to come out healthy, and they need to come out ready to go. And if that means LeBron is missing the preseason and maybe even opening night, so be it. I want you guys to play PrizePicks with me, though. More or less than 60 games played for LeBron this season. Type M for more or type L for less down in the comment section. This is today's poll question as well. So while you may get hit with a YouTube ad break, go on down there and get your votes in. Type M for more or type L for less. Coming up, we have updates on Marcus Smart and Jake LaRavia, who signed with the Lakers this offseason, and I think they're going to be two key pieces to JJ Redick's squad in the coming weeks and months. Today's episode is brought to you by PrizePicks, where it is good to be right. You and I make decisions every single day, and on PrizePicks, those right decisions can get you paid. One of my favorite features on PrizePicks is they now offer stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. If you want to pick more on Steph Curry, points, assists, and three-pointers made, if you want to take the less on Draymond Green, field goals made, or technical fouls, you can do that on PrizePicks. PrizePicks also, a new feature is you can also follow other PrizePicks players directly on the app and copy their lineups in one click. Whether it's a friend, celebrity partner, or just someone whose picks you like myself, hit that follow button and check out every lineup they create in the new feed tab on PrizePicks. Here is my season-long basketball projection, and the football season is also underway, but basketball season is right around the corner. I'm going to take the more on Brandon Miller points per game average. I love what Brandon Miller is doing over there in Charlotte. Give me the less on Dylan Harper points per game average at 13.2, and I'm going to take the more on Luka Doncic points per game at 29.1. I think Luka is on his way to the MVP this season. You can copy my picks or make picks of your own. Just please make sure you do it with our friends over at PrizePicks. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 when you play your first $5 in lineup. One more time, that is code CLNS to get a $50 bonus when you play your first $5 in lineups. PrizePicks, where it is good to be right. Marcus Smart is back practicing with the Los Angeles Lakers, and that is a great news for JJ Redick and LA, because Smart has really been dealing with a lot of injury problems over the last, it feels like a couple of years now. Like, he had a problem last year where he missed multiple months with Memphis, and then after the trade to Washington, it was just really weird, and he dealt with a bunch of things, but he is back practicing, which is good. And he has Achilles, I'm going to mess this word up, tendinopathy. I think I got it right. But basically, it just means your Achilles has pain, it is inflamed and whatnot. And when you hear that A word, the Achilles, that is scary, because we've seen in the NBA just a massive uptick in Achilles injuries over the last year or so. We saw Tyrese Halliburton and Jason Tatum in the playoffs. There's been a few others that have torn their Achilles as well. So you have to make sure that Smart is 100%, that he's pain-free, and that he's ready to go for this Lakers team. I think he's going to be a big piece for this Lakers roster. I think he's going to be that first guard off the bench. Right now, here's the starting lineup that I have for LA. Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, Rui Hachimura, and DeAndre Ayton. And the first guard off the bench, I think, is going to be Marcus Smart over Gabe Vincent. look, you could see Jake LaRavia as well, who we'll talk about here in just a moment, but they're going to rely heavily on Marcus Smart to be that third guard. Austin Reeves will take care of the ball handling duties as well, as will LeBron James, but Smart is going to be that next guy up off the bench. I expect him to play a heavy role as that third guard. I expect him to play about 20 to 25 minutes a night for this Los Angeles Lakers team. And you can't really start him just because you need more size, especially with how teams are playing in the West. So I do think that you're going to bring him off the bench, but I also think he's going to play a lot of minutes for this Lakers team. We'll get to Jake LaRavia in just a moment, but we are covering the Lakers all season long here on the Lakers Report by Chat Sports. So hit that subscribe button at youtube.com/LakersTV. We are your one-stop shop for all things Lakers. Join the channel today and tell your friends that we sent you. Jake LaRavia is apparently looking good, according to JJ Redick, and this is a great sign because the Lakers signed him to, I want to say it was a 2-year, $12 million contract in 2025 NBA free agency. He's in much improved shape, and JJ Redick expects good things from him and thinks he's going to be an effective player for this Lakers team. Jake LaRavia is an excellent shooter and an excellent kind of perimeter player who has some size on him as well. Look, he averaged 6.9 points last year with Memphis and Sacramento, shot 47% from the field, and he shoots a good percentage from three as well. He's not going to give you a whole lot in the playmaking aspect of things, as you can see on your screen, where he's averaged 2.4 assists last year, which is actually up from 1.7 and then up again from 1.6, but he's shoots a career 37.1% from three, and that's really where I think LaRavia is going to make his hay with the Los Angeles Lakers. He's going to be someone who I mentioned earlier is going to be one of those guys who is the beneficiary of open shots from LeBron James, from Luka Doncic, from Austin Reeves, and hopefully he's able to up that number even more. My goal for LaRavia this season is to get him shooting 40% from three-point land. If he can do that, I think he could be an absolute weapon for this Lakers team. And one thing that really stands out to me about this Lakers roster is the depth. I think last year they lacked a lot of depth. And this year, I feel like they absolutely have it. Like, you added DeAndre Ayton to this team. You added Marcus Smart. You added Jake LaRavia. And now, instead of being a team that is 5.5 or 6 players deep, you can add your really like 8 or 9 players deep. If you add Gabe Vincent in there, hopefully Adou Diarra, who you selected in the second round, is going to be able to heal from that injury and contribute to you as well. Like, I think this team legitimately has 8 guys that you can play on a night-to-night basis, and that should help the Lakers drastically throughout the course of the season and hopefully into the postseason. If you guys are excited for Lakers hoop, though, spam me down in the comment section. I know I'm pumped to watch Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and the boys play in the purple and gold this year. And if you are as well, go ahead and spam me down there in the comment section. That will do it for today's show, guys. Appreciate you for tuning in to the Lakers Report by Chat Sports. If the Lakers make a move, you know where to find it right here on the channel.